Yes, we are in the semi-finals of the Euro 2024, and at the beginning of this showpiece we had a total of 32 teams backing out for a spot in the final of this year's showpiece, and of course the teams were later narrowed down to 16 teams which battled it out after of course making out of the group stages, and finally they were in the quarter-finals of this year's showpiece, and we saw that Spain met Germany in that quarter-finals, and Netherlands met Turkey, and of course England managed to battle it out with Switzerland, and of course Portugal battled it out with France, and now we have the best four teams, of course, which are going to battle it out to get a spot in the finals rather of this year's showpiece. And on Saturday I have Coach Maish, who is going to help me break it down for you, all the details concerning this match pitting, of course, Spain and France, which are going to battle it out. Coach Maish, to welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's always good to have me on the hot seat.
Always a pleasure, Coach Maish, and it's going to be one of the most fiercest contested matches that we've so far witnessed in this Euro showpiece. And of course, these are two champions in their own respect. France having lifted this cup way back in the year 2000, and of course Spain managed to lift this cup in the year 2008. So Coach Maish, so far it has not been a difficult, easy journey for both Spain and of course France, which are two of the best teams currently in the world of football. What do you make of the journey of Spain and of course France coming into these semi-finals of this year's showpiece?
Now I do believe when we begin with Spain, at least Spain has proved itself, because they have won all the matches that were before them, and they have shown that they got the intent even to win this cup. Ariel, I had told you that amongst the teams that were favorite, Spain was amongst them. So I do believe that Spain got everything to win this cup. And France has been having a roller coaster kind of going, because ultimately they have not yet found their foot even in scoring. Saying that is because Mbappe haven't found the boot to score, unlike when he scored on a penalty, on a dead ball situation. So I do believe that they don't have the punch, unless now they discover it later on. But then it has been roller coaster for France rather than Spain. Spain have had a very good tournament, and you can tell even in having the opposition like Germany, when you are playing against the host, now you know that you have the hostility even to win that game. So I think Spain has done justice for this tournament.
Well, of course, Spain has been one of the most outstanding teams in this year's showpiece, of course, managing to qualify out of their group as the group leaders. And France, on the other side, it may sound really outlandish, because France has not managed to score a single goal in the open play, most of their goals coming during penalty, and of course the own goals that have managed to get them where they are so far. Well, Coach Maish, both teams are very good caliber of players, pitting the likes of N'Golo Kante against the evergreen Rodri in that middle of the park. Where do you think that this match is likely to be won? Is it going to be a collective teamwork, or maybe do you think that this match is going to be decided by individual brilliance? Because as we speak, both teams have players to hurt each other. Coach Maish, your take on that?
Now, in the beginning, I say that maybe the brilliance of some players may come out good, but then right at the moment we haven't found anybody who's coming up and showing that he can lead the pack. So people are expecting Mbappe to come out shining, and you can just tell from this tournament he has one goal. And given the expectation that people had on such kind of player, now I do believe this time around it is teamwork that will prevail.
Of course, Coach Maish is up for teamwork to prevail for both France and, of course, Spain. And let's go and touch on these young players. And we've seen that Yamal, this is a 16-year-old Spaniard defender who, in the quarterfinal, managed to assist the goal that Dani Olmo managed to score against the host Germany. Do you think that this is another platform for the young players to try and show what they are really made of?
Yes, exactly. Because when you look at how the game has been playing, the likes of the Cristiano, people who you expected that they will come out shining, Mbappe, they are not shining. But then we can see that there is another crop of players, like Gakpo, now leading in the top scorer, and we can see Musiala, the German, in the German outfit. So I do believe even at this moment in time, Spain has got those kind of players, and they are going to like Yamal is showing some kind of brilliance, and I know he's going places.
Well, Yamal is going places, and at that tender age of 16 years is really showing a lot of maturity at his young age for that Spanish defense. Well, let's go back to the France national team, and we've seen that Deschamps, the France tactician, has managed to keep faith in the old players, and somehow he has managed to blend also with young players, and the likes of Thuram have really coming into this France national team setup, and they are really doing really well. And of course, one player who has managed to stand out in that France outfit has to be William Saliba, really solid at the back of that France defense. So far, France has not conceded a goal in this year's showpiece. Do you think that the way that Deschamps has managed to set France coming into this tournament and now into the semi-finals of this year's showpiece, do you think that the French strength lies in that defense being marshaled by, of course, William Saliba?
Yes. My take is sometimes where the best defense is when you are attacking. So I do believe that they've got the best midfield, given that N'Golo Kante is assisting them, and then they've got a good defense in that they are not soaking up goals. So that one will tell you that they have a solid defense, and they are also good, even not given that no one has scored against them now. That tells you a lot. It's because they are solid, and going forward I think they are also naive. So I do believe that in this game, if at all they want to win, they will have to go out there, find their boots, their scoring boots, and maybe they might give Spain a scare.
Well, let's move on swiftly to Spain. We've seen that Spain has not really abandoned their type of play, which is tiki-taka kind of football, the short passes as we move till they get to the final third of an opponent, and we've seen that in the match that they did manage to knock out the defending champions, Germany. Are you really convinced that Spain are the one that deserve to be in this year's semi-finals? And also, do you think that France also deserve to have that spot in the semi-finals? Because France, as we speak, has not been really convincing. What's your take on that?
Now, I do believe, apart from France, I think Spain has shown the kind of caliber. Coming into this game, they've won every match. So that one is nothing to take out of Spain, because eventually you just feel that they have come, they have got a plan, and they've got every aspect of the game, and they want to win the tournament. So every approach is they have the winning mentality, and eventually you can see beating. I don't think Spain has ever won against any hosting team. So I think they exercised the ghost, and they came out shining, beating Germany in their backyard. I think that's a sign that there are good things to come as far as Spain is concerned.
Well, these two teams are one of the best in the European competition, and my major concern is how both these two teams, that is France and Spain, are going to counter each other, because coming now on paper we cannot really separate the two teams and really have an outright winner coming into this match. Now, Coach Maish, these two teams play very different brand of football. As I just mentioned earlier, Spain likes keeping the possession of all of the time, and on the other side France is a counter-attacking team. Now, how do these two dynamics come together, and where do you think that both teams, going by the formation and the type of play, has maybe an upper edge compared to the other team?
Now, I think Spain has an upper edge over France, given that the goals that they have scored, they are outrightly there, and they've managed every win in every game. Unlike France, who have stumbled, and I think they are just there because their plans are working, but then they are not yet very convincing as pertaining as compared to Spain.
Well, now let's go and look at that midfield, and of course it's going to be a very interesting one, pitting the experience, of course, of N'Golo Kante and of course the Manchester City holding midfielder in the name of Rodri. In that midfield battle, which team do you think is going to win that outright midfield battle? Because I think, going by my words, I think that the team that will really settle faster in that middle of the pace will now dictate the pace going forward, pitting these two teams, these great teams. Coach Maish, your take on that?
No, I think with the current situation with Spain and how they are playing the tiki-taka, I think they are favorable even to come out good, because every time you look at how they are playing, they are very confident going forward. They are very confident even in winning games that are before them. So I do believe that France has got a very hard time stopping the Spanish, because they are playing very good, and their approach of this tournament is evident even in how they are scoring their goals. They are good, because every time they come out, they are bringing out results that are very favorable, and outrightly they are, I think they are the team of the tournament.
Well, let's go now and look at the top players for both sides. Of course, France has the very best Kylian Mbappe, who has not been on song for France in this Euros tournament. He has not come to the party, and so far he has just scored one goal, which is very rare, going by the standards of course. And on the other side, we've seen the likes of Morata trying to lead that front line of Spain. Do you think that this season's Euro has not really lived up to the expectation, going by the big players, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of course Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku? Do you think now this is now the real opportune time for the likes of course Morata and Mbappe to show what they are really made of?
No, I think the big boys have had a blackout, And sometimes you just feel for Mbappe, the likes of Cristiano and Morata. But then I can see Morata. Morata is one player that is coming good out of this tournament, even though he is of age. But then now more than ever, there are problems with those who have established themselves. They are not finding their boots, and eventually you just feel for them, because people had so much expectation on them, and now they are not delivering. Now there are question marks, and you really do believe that going into the semi-finals, I think it's good that they find their boot, and that one will liven up this tournament.
Well, coming to this match, do you think now this is the opportune time for the likes of Deschamps, of course, and his team, and of course the Spaniard tactician, to try and bring in some changes? Because out there we have some tired legs who have played every minute of this year's showpiece. Do you think now this is the opportune time to try and introduce fresher legs who can really cover the ground for you in these semi-finals?
Well, when it comes to tournament, when you have a winning team, you don't change so much, although you want to bring everybody on board. But then, given by the way that Spain is playing, I think I will tell the coach not to change much. But then France, I would tell the coach that he should do something, because ultimately it is the winning that matters, and they have not yet found their boots in winning. So I think France got to change something, and in order to upset the Spanish, now they've got to change something.
Well, if it's working, it doesn't need some fixing, and if it's not working, then it needs some fixing. Just echoing the sentiments of Coach Maish, because Spain so far have been the better team of this year's showpiece, and of course France have had their bad moments coming into this tournament. Now let's go and look at Spain, and they are really missing a very important player in the name of Carvajal. Remember that Carvajal was shown a red card in the quarterfinals against Germany, which they managed to knock out the host nation, Germany, of course, coming this match. Carvajal, a very important figure in that Spaniard setup, and of course for Real Madrid. Do you think that it's a major blow for the Spaniards coming to this match, because they not have the services of Dani Carvajal?
Of course, so when a player is in the first 11, then you are going to miss him. Unless the player that is to cover him rises up to the occasion, I think Spain will no longer be comfortable as they were. I think David Carvajal brings confidence in the defense, and you can just tell that I don't think Spain has soaked so much goals. I think there are 2 or 3 going by what I know, but then I do believe Dani Carvajal is one of the best defensive midfielder.
Well, Coach Maish, this is a scenario that I've been really looking forward to, and I will just like to see the battle between, of course, from the pacey Kylian Mbappe against the 16-year-old Yamal. Do you think that this is going to be one of the best outings for both Yamal at 16 and, of course, Kylian Mbappe at 25 years? What's your take on the two battling it out in this semi-final?
As we began to say, we have not seen the Mbappe that we were expected. So unless now he finds his boot, now I do believe that Yamal is just there, he is enjoying himself, and I do believe that this tournament is for the youngster, and Yamal is there and trying to make his presence be felt. And I do believe between the two, Yamal will come out good.
Well, going with the sentiments of Coach Maish, of course, is pitting Yamal to go out and have a very good game. Remember that Yamal at 16 years and already he has the world of football at his feet, and many have gone ahead and predicted a very bright future for this 16-year-old Barcelona and of course the Spaniard defender. Well, I think that is enough for us, and we had the pleasure of having Coach Maish in the setup. Just Coach Maish, as we bring the show to a close, just give us your final words and of course your prediction. France and Spain, which team is going to carry the day?
No, I think we should prepare ourselves for one of the best the semi-finals, because these teams know each other. The players have played together for so long, so I do believe that given by the caliber of this game, we are expecting so much football, and of course I think France is out there as underdogs. As far as I'm concerned, I think it is, for this time, it is Spain for the taking. Yeah.
Well, Coach Maish is rooting for Spain to carry the day when they meet France, and of course the team that is going to make it out of these semi-finals, of course, will have a spot in this year's Euro Showbiz finals, and of course we have major setups that have really managed to come out in this team. Of course, the defending champions Italy have been knocked out. The host nation Germany are out of this competition, and also one of the bizarre things is that Netherlands, who finished third in their group and managed to qualify as the best third loser in this year's Showbiz, have managed to make it out all the way to the semi-finals of this year's Showbiz, and they'll be meeting the 2020 finalist, that is England, in the other semi-finalist, which I'll be keeping tabs and I'll be keeping you updated. Well, as for me and the rest of my crew, let's do this again, same time, same place, and of course I'm your host Molo Collins, and this is Sport NTV, your #1 leading sports channel. Let's keep the conversation going across all social media platforms, and I'll be sure to sample your views and thoughts on our next show. And of course you can drop your comments also on the comment section down below. View, like, subscribe and share. As for me and the rest of my crew, we are out. See you next time.
Yes.